Hello guys, hope you all are having an amazing day. Welcome back to the channel. So today's video we're going to be talking about something that I want to start doing on this channel, and I'm going to be calling it Best of the Roles. And actually I stole this name or idea or concept from a friend, and this is no other friend than my very good friend Sean that introduced me to film in the first place. I'm still in that idea, still in that concept, and applying it to, making some videos and sharing with you guys. So this is the first episode of Best of the Roles, and it's basically me talking about a role or photos that I took, not many roles, that just like one roll. I would go out however long it takes me to finish the roll, because nowadays it takes me forever to shoot a roll of 35. So however it takes me to finish it, I'll take a look at the photos, share them with you, and also talk about some of my favorites from that. So before further ado, let's start the video. Now, if you have watched my previous episode, like about 2 episodes ago, I talked about why I prefer 35 over 50. And I still stand by it. And in that video, I did mention that I've shot 28 before, but it wasn't my favorite focal length to shoot. Now, I have also said in a video that I prefer one lens per camera. I am not somebody who like having multiple lenses for one camera. And I have been like that, and I have stood by it. Not because I want to punish myself or put myself in some sort of box or anything, but it makes my life easier as a photographer. And so when I pick a camera up, I know this is why I'm picking this camera up. This is why I'm choosing this focal length, and I go and I make my photos. If I need space, I back out. If I need to be tight, I go in. But saying that, I have 3 35 cameras. I have my Voigtlander Bessa R. I have my Canon FTB that my friend Dave gifted to me. And then I have this Ricoh XR10. So I had 50 on the Ricoh, 50 on the Canon, and then 35 on the Bessa. And I was thinking, I don't have any 28. I don't shoot 28 that much, but it will be very interesting to have a 28 so that I will have all the focal lengths. So 28, 35, and 50. And I can shoot them whenever I want, and I can pick which one up whenever I want or feel like shooting. So I thought it was a great idea to take the Ricoh and go trade in the lens that was on here, which was a 50, for a 28. And I just did that. And to be honest with you, when I had the 50, I wasn't using this camera that much. I wasn't paying that much attention to it because I already have a Canon FTB with a 50 on it, and I prefer shooting that most of the time over the XR, over the Ricoh. But after I did trade in for this 28, and as you can see, it's very compact. It's a Pentax K lens. Very compact. It made the camera very small. It makes it look good to use, and which is something that I always gravitate towards, which is a camera that looks good. If the camera looks good, it makes me want to take it out and make photos with it. So I took a walk a few days ago, and I shot a roll of Kodak Tri-X 400 just around the neighborhood. Didn't go that far. So these photos are not going to be best of the best. Here are all the photos that I made. All right, guys, so now that we've looked at the photos, let me know in the comments which ones were your favorite, and let's see if some of your favorites will be mine too. So this first photo, this was actually the first frame that I made. I went to a program that was going on in 400 West here in Columbus, and when I saw this abandoned space, it kind of reminded me of a photographer that Kyle McDougall had on his podcast. And in the podcast he talked about photographing like buildings that, new buildings that were being built. I cannot remember his name. I'll take a look and put his name right here. Hopefully I remember, put his name on the screen for you to also go check his work out. But he mentioned that he lived in China, I think, and either China or Korea, one of them. And at some point they were introducing urban farming, and so they were building at a very rapid, fast pace, and he photographed these buildings. When I looked at his work, it kind of inspired me when I was out there, when I saw this building, and wanted to also document it, because I have in the works of moving out of Columbus at some point, and I felt to document this so that when I ever come back, or obviously I'm going to be visiting Columbus, and I see that the buildings are done, I could have reference to when it was being built to when it is built now. So anyway, I'm talking too much on each photo, so I'm gonna go as quick as I can. So yeah, I took this photo, and I took several photos of it wide, and these were all shot with the 28mm lens, which was very fun. It was really, really fun doing that. So I took various photos of it. I included the Levesque Tower, which is one of the iconic buildings here in Columbus, and I included them because it symbolizes where this photo was taken. It shows that this was taken in Columbus, and it shows the time difference, because the Levesque Tower is an old building that has been there for a long time, and it still kind of looks new and cool, and then with these new ones being built. So that was why I included the Levesque Tower here in the corner of the photo. So yeah, that's why I love this photo. The cream, the lines, it's very graphic. The clouds were looking great. The next photo, I wanted to be a little bit creative, so there is this excavator that was there, and I tried to frame, or I did frame, the Levesque Tower in the arm of the excavator. And yeah, I do really like that. And like I said, your eye kind of goes to it because it's the only dark part of the image, the excavator's hand, and then you see the Levesque being framed in there. That shows also that this was taken in Columbus, and that's why I like it. And this is another shot from a different perspective, kind of the same thing but from a different perspective, and again, I like that, and I included all of them. I tried to include the Levesque Tower in it. So those ones were shot downtown Columbus. Now this was the walk that I took around the neighborhood, and just walking, we have like Waffle House right next to us, probably like 5 minutes walk. And right next to, or right behind the Waffle House, was this building, and it was flooded because it rained the day before. And it was very cool, and as soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted to make some photos of there, because it's kind of like right in the center of the city, the town. But looking at it, it kind of looked like it's not here. It doesn't feel like this photo was taken anywhere close to where I live now. So I thought it was very interesting, and obviously this is an abandoned building. I don't know if it was like some sort of office or something, but this water was also not much. It was just small, flat, just in the entrance of the building is where the flood was, but it looked like a whole lake or river of its own. I don't know if you feel that, but that was what I thought was interesting, and that made me take the photo, and that's why I like it. I think it's one of the best of the row. And obviously I took the horizontal photo, and I thought maybe let me get one in a vertical mode, in a portrait mode, and I think that would be interesting too. And I did really like it, and I'm glad I did, because I kind of like the vertical one, the portrait one, more than the landscape. So the next photo, I just kind of went in. I don't know who said this, but they always say when you find a scene, work around the scene, you know. And so anytime I find a subject that is interesting, I try to walk around it, try to make photos from different angles and compositions and all of that. And I really did like this. Now, it didn't really turn out how I saw it, because maybe I took more time thinking about how to compose the shot. The clouds was perfectly like lined up here, and it looked really cool and graphic and very minimalistic, and so I wanted to make that, but I took way too long because the clouds was also moving so fast, so I took way too long trying to find the perfect composition. So I kind of lost it a little bit, but I'm glad there was still a little bit left for it to make the photo. If not, you know, the top right of the photo would have just been empty. So that is why I like this shot. Now the next one kind of takes us back to the first one. I'm sorry I didn't organize these photos, but this is also from the downtown photos, and this is even more wider shot. I think this is what we have on the screen here. This is a very wide shot of the scene with the damp thing in front of it. And so yeah, to let you know this is still ongoing and that it's not just an abandoned building or something like that, you know. So yeah, you guys know I already love this, and I'm glad I took it, and of course I added the Levick Tower to it. So now this photo, it's all right. I like it because it's two different tractors from different time zones. So you have the new one and then the old one. They both are 4, and you know, I thought it was very interesting to see them side by side sitting there. There was a lot. It looks like a place where they sell it or they repair it. I cannot tell, but as soon as I saw it, I thought it was interesting, and I like it. And I had the newest one close to the frame, very close to me, because you know that is the new one, and then the one behind is the old one. So kind of like in my head it made sense. So I don't know what you guys think, but I think this is a best photo to be out of the frame, out of the shot. This photo, I really do love it, but I'm kind of disappointed also because I was hoping that I'll have a little detail in the tree on the left here. Now maybe it works like this, maybe not, but this building, obviously there's a road that goes behind it, and I just thought framing it with the light pole and the tree would be cool and very interesting. And I even took like a Instagram story, and I'll put it on here so you guys can see exactly how it was and how I framed it, to kind of like, yeah, make it a different perspective and just kind of like natural framing and stuff like that. And you have the light, the wire that is leading you from the top to the building, which I thought was also cool. And so I think it's best out of the row. So yeah, that is it. I hope this video isn't that long. But yeah, that is all the photos that I took, and the photos that I think were the best of the row. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys will enjoy the ones that will be coming next, because I have thought about doing something for a while, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't want to make a bunch of photos and then sit down and talk about all of them. But I thought maybe once I shoot a roll, and it could be 35, it could be 120, whichever I go out and make photos, which is not like most of the plan work that I do. You know, most of my photos, I plan them, and you know, there is stories behind them, and I'm trying to tell a story or trying to convey something. But with photos like this, that mostly I don't even post on my Instagram anymore. When I go out and make those photos, I'll sit down here, talk about them, and let you guys also know what my favorites or what the best of the row is. So thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate you. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you did enjoy it. Follow me on my Instagram, Edmund K. Boateng, and I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, go hit the streets, be safe out there, create some beautiful work and share with us all. And you don't forget, always create to inspire.